Lenneth's spirit. Lenneth's soul. It all belongs to me! Now die, you damned human!
A soul is something no other can possess.
A god is not as almighty as I expected.
Now you see. Nothing can rule another's heart. Nothing. You have toyed with countless souls. You have used Gungnir to wreak havoc and destruction on the world. For these sins you will pay with your soul.
I have lost. Alicia? Alicia! Alicia. Alicia! The future that Alicia wanted. The world has become so twisted and distorted. It can't be left like this. Someone has to straighten it out. That someone is us. Who else can do it? I'm going to Asgard. Gungnir is the key. It needs to be returned for Asgard to be safe.
I doubt we undead would need battle the gods any longer if you were their king.
I wonder how old Freya will take it.
Good luck, friend. I don't know how, But in this world, I'm no longer undead.
What do you mean?
I feel mortal. It's a sensation I once felt long ago. It's not bad. This is a good place to die.
You're going to stay here?
There's no other place to go for this demon.
The same goes for me. I'll join you.
No, you won't. You were once human. You have work to do. The task of repairing Midgard still looms.
What? You want me to be Guardian of the Orb?
Who else is there? We all end up where we belong.
Let's go.
And there you have it, guys. Rufus took Odin's place as King of the Gods, Arngrim became the Guardian of the Dragon Orb, and Brahms, as ironic as it is, found peace in death. But what about the fate of the three Valkyries and Alicia? Well, I presume their souls were able to return to Yggdrasil's cycle of reincarnation, but for right now, we don't know for sure. But let's sit back and watch the credits roll, and this is where I usually like to reflect on our journey and give a little mini review of the game. So let's start with the graphics. I would give them a 9 out of 10. Easily one of the best looking RPGs on the PS2. The environments are all very detailed and pure eye candy, especially Asgard, Valhalla, the Sukavia Gorge, and a few other locations. Simply beautiful. The spell effects were short and sweet, while the soul crushes were flashy and over the top. Everything you would expect from a Limit Break. I really liked the character designs, although some of the Einherjar do look a bit basic, but that's okay. The cutscenes were all amazing to watch, even if the lip syncing was noticeably off. For the music, I would also give it a very strong 9 out of 10. I love the soundtrack to this game. Motoi Sakuraba once again did an excellent job composing the music here. I can't think of a single song that I dislike or that feels out of place or anything of that nature. The music excels at conveying emotions, whether you're getting hype and pumped up for a boss fight or witnessing a tragic event. It's all there and everything in between. This soundtrack, along with Valkyrie Profile 1, is one of very few that I've actually had to go out of my way for and purchase a physical copy of. It's so epic. Gameplay and mechanics. I'm going to give this section an 8 out of 10. I have to say that I love the way Tri-Ace blended the side-scrolling platforming parts of the game, which had some pretty clever photon puzzles I might add, to the tactical and traditional menu-based combat. It's a little off-putting at first, but once you start getting the hang of it, I feel like they mesh very well. It's also refreshing to see hints of some action elements during battle, and being able to interact with the battlefield and, in some cases, the surrounding environment. For the battles themselves, I thought break mode was a badass system. I mean, how can you not enjoy dismembering your enemies and watching their body parts fly all over hell and back? No? Just me? What do you mean I'm sick and demented? Why are you looking at me like that, viewers? I also really liked buffs and debuffs being not only extremely useful, but also relevant throughout the entire game. And the same goes for battle items. They had their time and place throughout a majority of the game, and a lot of other RPGs don't do that. Or they start out letting you think debuffs and battle items are great, but quickly become obsolete. Item creation was done very well in this game, and it was also very useful, just like in Star Ocean games, so I liked that aspect as well. I will say, however, that they could have calmed their tits when they were designing the accessories. There are simply way too many useless accessories due to either having the same rune or same effect as 14 other items, and it can be very overwhelming and very frustrating. I also like to think this game is challenging, but in a fair way, and it does get progressively easier the more you learn, and yeah, it's easy to become ridiculously overpowered or even invincible thanks to the battle mechanics being busted beyond all reason, but hey, isn't that part of the fun? For the story, I'm also going to give this game an 8 out of 10. As a standalone game, I think the plot is pretty solid. It's easy to follow, and the pacing isn't too fast nor too slow, although it can feel like things are dragging on when you're looking for the Dragon Orb. But you still have the build-ups, the cliffhangers, the plot twists, the foreshadowing. You have epic moments, sad moments, and overall the character progression was done very well. Exception being Einherjar, who don't get the same treatment they did in the first Valkyrie profile. Oh well. As a prequel/sequel, the narrative can get a little confusing at times, especially at the end when they throw the whole time travel card at you, and you guys know how convoluted things can get when you start theory crafting about time travel, cause and effect, and time paradoxes, and what if, and all that good stuff. Also, the severe lack of Freya makes me sad, Panda. If only we got to see more of her. Oh hey, look, it's the souls of Alicia and the 3 Valkyries. But where are they going? What's this? Yeah, just like in Marvel movies, if you sit around after the credits, you get treated to a secret epilogue cutscene. Hey, is that? It kind of looks like young Alicia. And that's it. Yes, Alicia was able to reincarnate, as Rufus obviously recognized her. That's why he looked at his ring and smiled. And it looks like she's doing quite well in Coriander. At least, Coriander looks like it's doing well in this new world. But getting back to the review, overall, I would give Valkyrie Profile 2 a very respectable 8.5 out of 10. It's still my second favorite RPG of all time, and one of my favorite games just in general. It's always fun to play through the game, and even more fun to be able to share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the LP as much as I enjoyed making it, but even though the main scenario is concluded, this LP is far from over, guys. We still have to take on the optional bonus dungeon, the Seraphic Gate, and I also have a bundle of bonus episodes I want to make. So once again, thank you guys for watching and joining me through this epic and underrated cult classic. My name is Kai, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy. But wait, do we have a New Game Plus? No, just kidding, guys. The New Game Plus in this game is not the traditional Chrono Trigger-esque New Game Plus. Basically, you can start a new game, and it will be harder than it was previously. All of the enemies have their stats boosted. Enemy leaders have like double the HP compared to the 20% more they have normally, and their turning speed is also increased. And if you beat the game on this difficulty, you then get to the second crystal difficulty. And if you beat it again, you unlock 3 crystal difficulty, then 4, then 5, and you can do this over and over and over again, all the way up to 50. I'm not going to beat the game 49 times just to unlock the hardest difficulty. I don't think it's worth it at all, because there is no tangible reward, and it doesn't change the story whatsoever. But hey, if you guys are masochistic and you want to do that yourselves, you're more than welcome to. And if you have any questions or you want some advice, I'll do my best to help you out through that endeavor.